All right, guys, thank you. Welcome back. We're going to get started with lesson C. Anyway, back to my story. What do you see in the picture?
Two guys talking.
Yes, two guys talking. What is this guy saying?
Smiling.
What is he saying?
Something interesting.
Anyway, back to my story.
story.
A personal story. There you go. So what we're doing today is checking a conversation strategy. We're going to have a conversation and we're going to study a strategy, which is telling stories. We're going to tell personal stories. What do you see in the picture?
A girl like Bart Simpson.
Did you guys ever get in trouble like this girl? No? Never?
I will not talk in class.
What about this? Does this pencil bring back any memories?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have a story from school?
Good story or bad story?
Let's stick to the good stories.
A good story? Okay.
Yeah. Ladies, gentlemen.
Yes, they were like good times.
What? Can you repeat?
Yes, they were good times.
Nice. Old memory is school life. How do you remember the school life? Is that a sweet time or not so sweet?
Yes. Good time.
It's a good time. Yes. Malu,
Good time.
Adriana.
Half and a half.
What? Half and half. Yes. It can be crude sometimes, I know. What about you, Adri?
I agree with Malu.
Yes, yes. What are some of the most common school memories?
Friends?
Yes, friends.
Friends. Tricky.
That's it.
Jokes.
What about homework?
Jokes, homework.
Jokes.
The bad teacher, the good teacher, the ugly
Yeah, there you
teacher, the many. The teacher who is very strict, the
Yes.
teacher who gives a lot of homework, the teacher who tell about his divorce or her divorce.
Who talks?
Yes.
Who talks
The
about his
teacher
or her divorce?
who start very late. The teacher who smoke in the class. I don't know today, but in my ages,
Yeah.
they smoke a lot. I thought they seems or they thought they seems elegant.
It was back in the day, huh? Yeah, when I was young, they used to promote that a lot. If you smoked, you looked cool.
Yes.
Now, friends,
first
girls.
boyfriend, first girlfriend.
Yes.
The guy who was the how can I say, the guy who always is picking to you or something.
Picking on
Bothering
you. Bothering.
Bothering.
Picking on you. Picking on you.
Picking on you.
Yeah, I know. But what about the friends?
You'll be my friend forever, and you never get see again.
I know it happens. Please share your story with a classmate. Share one story, please.
Ladies
And
first.
yeah, if they want, if you want, if not, we can go to the next step. Nobody? No, it's not such a sweet topic.
Yes. When I was studying, the class of 7th in the morning was very bored for me.
Boring.
Boring for me. And when I took that class, I always was sleepy in the class.
Oh
And I
my gosh.
remember my teacher always clapped on the table when I was very, very sleepy. always, always, always.
When you were deeply asleep. Deeply
Deep
asleep. Oh my
clap on the
goodness.
table.
Oh my goodness. Was that
and,
nice?
and always said, could you repeat me again? And I say, oh my goodness, break time. Could you repeat, please?
What did you say?
And I was talking about that. That's my story.
Yeah, that's your story. Thank you very much, mister. Thank you. Malu, Adriana, anything? Or no? No, Malu says no.
Yeah. I
Go ahead.
remember my first day, but it was at university.
Yes.
The school is really far away from where I live. Actually, it takes me, well, yeah, where it took me around 3 hours, something like that, to get to school. So I
Wow.
remember my first day, my first class was supposed to be at 8 a.m. And I was so excited. It was my first class. And I remember that I woke up like really, really early and I could arrive on time. And the teacher never appeared because it was the first class. It was the first week. And it was like, okay, thank you. 3 hours for nothing. Well, actually 6 hours, right? For nothing.
Yes, 6 hours.
So,
Oh my goodness. That's a
yeah.
memory to take forever.
It was kind of funny, but I met amazing
You weren't
people
laughing at the
there.
moment, were you?
Yeah, but it was funny. I mean, that was like a really nice year, the first year of college.
Awesome, awesome. Come on, Malu. Nothing to share? A friend you met?
Well, I don't have good memories. Well, I have, but I cannot remember it.
Okay.
So, but one story means that for me, I don't know, there are many, but probably in a ceremony, I don't know if it's that it's called, but many people, obviously all the students were in outside in the big patio.
Mhm.
And one girl that was in the, who was holding the flag,
Mhm.
she fainted.
Oh my gosh.
And one boy in that time tried to be, he was very strong and he wanted to be the best, etc. You know, the boy that wants to be attractive.
Mhm.
And he tried to held her,
Hold her.
and then went to the principal, but he didn't realize that there was
A step?
a step. So he fell down with the girl, and
Oh,
everybody was laughing. And at the end, the girl woke up because of that. But it is not good. It is not
no.
good memory, because at the end, you know, I realized that sometimes that kind of action that try to be
Nice.
polite, nice, can affect that girl, for example, because all the week was laughing. And I don't know, but for example, one more story is that all the time I was fighting with
You were?
with those kind of students that try to make bullying
You tried to
to
bully.
the other students. So I try to defend them, and that's why I don't have good memories, because all the time I was fighting.
Oh my goodness, that's a never-ending war, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
I
why I don't
know.
want to talk to you, teacher.
I am so sorry. Well, let's try to remember some funnier stories, okay? What do you see in the picture?
Picture from each one.
A picture from each one, yes. Did you have picture day in your school?
Yes, I
You
had
did?
it.
Nice. Yeah, and what about you, Malu and Adriana?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
used to hate it.
You did? Malu, you too?
Yes, teacher.
You did? Oh my goodness. Look at the girl. Look at this poor girl. Did this ever happen to you?
All the time.
Oh my goodness. Adriana, Alberto?
Yes, in my case,
Even now.
yes.
Even now? Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
How did you used to go to school? Did you dress up? Did you comb your hair? Did you clean your face?
Always hurried. Always
You always hurried.
hurried.
Always in a hurry. Did you go looking scruffy?
Never.
No,
No, I don't think
good.
so.
No, good. Look at the picture. Yes? What do you see in this picture?
Mm,
Person showing a picture
Yes,
to
a person
another
showing.
guy.
Yeah, that's right. What do you think they're talking about?
the memories of the school.
Memories of the school is a good opinion. It's a good idea. Do you agree, ladies? All right, so let's listen to the audio. Yes, and let's check what are they talking about, okay?
Look at this old class photo. I mean, look at our hair.
I know. You should see one of my school photos. We'd forgotten it was picture day, and looking back, picture day was a big deal in our house. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. I hated it.
No wonder.
Yeah, and she made me wear a shirt and tie. It's no wonder I hated it. But anyway, back to my story. So this one day, I went to school as usual, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. I mean, when I think about it, I was always really scruffy looking.
Yeah, me too. I didn't care how I looked back then.
No, me neither. So anyway, where was I?
You went to school on picture day all scruffy.
All right, so what are they talking about?
Memories of the school.
Memory of school. Yes, is that it?
They're talking about like a specific day, like the picture day at school.
They're talking about picture day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what happened? What happened in the picture day?
He didn't know, or well, he forgot it, and he was like in a scruffy style.
Okay. What was very important for Brad's family?
That day, the mom used to show the pictures to his aunts. Well, the guy aunts.
Okay, son?
Mhm.
What did he have to do? No? Did he like it?
Not really.
All right, so let's listen again. Oh, I'm sorry, where is the story? Wait a minute, I don't know, what did I do? Ah, that's what I did. There. All right, so let's listen again so we can answer these questions, okay?
Look at this old class photo. I mean, look at our hair.
I know. You should see one of my school photos. We'd forgotten it was picture day, and looking back, picture day was a big deal in our house. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. I hated it.
No wonder.
Yeah, and she made me wear a shirt and tie. It's no wonder I hated it. But anyway, back to my story. So this one day, I went to school as usual, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. I mean, when I think about it, I was always really scruffy looking.
Yeah, me too. I didn't care how I looked back then.
No, me neither. So anyway, where was I?
You went to school on picture day all scruffy.
There you go. So what was very important for Brad's family?
Look nice.
To look nice? What did he have to do? No? Alberto, Adriana? Did he like it? No, he didn't.
Not at all.
All right. You can open your books. Page 34, I think it is.
Look at this old.
Yes, page 34. And you can read and listen at the same time.
Look at this old class photo. I mean, look at our hair.
I know. You should see one of my school photos. We'd forgotten it was picture day, and looking back, picture day was a big deal in our house. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. I hated it.
No wonder.
Yeah, and she made me wear a shirt and tie. It's no wonder I hated it. But anyway, back to my story. So this one day, I went to school as usual, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. I mean, when I think about it, I was always really scruffy looking.
Yeah, me too. I didn't care how I looked back then.
No, me neither. So anyway, where was I?
You went to school on picture day all scruffy.
There. So the questions are, what was very important for Brad's family?
Wear a shirt and tie.
Can you mark it, please, on the screen?
Okay.
There. She made me wear a shirt and tie. Is that the answer to the question?
No, I
What was-
think that
no.
it was like the picture day.
Can you mark it, please?
I cannot teacher. I'm on my cell phone. Let me try.
Yeah, you can just
Well-
touch the screen and the little pen will show up.
Okay.
And then pick the highlighter. There you go. Picture day was a big deal. Yes, picture day was a big deal. There you go. Yes, so what was very important for Brad's family? Picture day. Perfect. Next question. What did he have to do?
Made a shirt and
Made
tie.
a shirt and tie.
Where?
He had to wear. Mhm.
Wear
shirt and
a
tie.
shirt and tie. Yes, that's the answer to what did he have to do? He had to, I'm gonna put it over here. He had to wear
Wear.
a shirt and tie, right? Did he like it? Where is the answer?
Mm,
I hate it.
He hated.
He hated it. He hated it. Yeah, he hated it. There you go. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. I'm sorry, not questions. Notice how Brad interrupts his story, his own story. He interrupts himself to make a comment, and then comes back to it with expressions like these. Find examples in the conversation. So first, we have interrupting a story. Looking back, when I look back, when I think about it. Can you find the examples in the conversation? If you find them, mark them with color red, please. No, you can't find them. All you gotta do is look in the story for these expressions. Looking back, when I look back, there you go. Can you pick a color red? So we have looking back, when I think about it. Is that it, or is there more? Okay. Look back. Looking back, there you go. So this is interrupting a story. So I'm gonna mark it with red. Looking back, picture today was a big deal in our house. Period. Finished. When I think about it, I was always really scruffy looking. Perfect. So the next one is coming back. Coming back to the story. So let's mark this with blue. But so anyway, getting back to my story, can you find the examples and can you mark them with blue, please? There. Back to my story. There you go. Yes, so anyway, where was I? Is that it? All right, that's it, I think. So what you have here, what we want to see here is that Brad wants to tell a story. And he starts with his story with this sentence. You should see one of my school photos. Okay, now that's the introduction to his story. And then he continues telling his story. We'd forgotten it was picture day. And looking back, picture day was a big deal in our house. Why is this an interruption? This is an interruption because with this expression, he's saying, that's not the story. I'm gonna tell you a story, but I'm gonna make a comment, a brief comment to give you some context. Yes? He's only describing details about the background, so the context, the story makes sense. So he goes back to the story. Here's the story. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. That's not the story. The story is, you should see one of my school photos, only one. That's the story he wants to tell. She made me wear a shirt and tie. Yeah, that's not the story. That's, again, context. He's explaining context. And then, let me erase this. Back to my story. He's returning to the story. What story? This one right here. You should see one of my photos. We had forgotten it was picture day. That's the story. And then he continues with that story. This one day, I went to school as usual, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. And then he interrupts himself again to give this little context. When I look back, when I think about it, I was always looking scruffy looking. I was always really scruffy looking. Again, more context, more details about the story for background, not the story. So he wants to continue the story and he asks, where was I? And then he says, you went to school on picture day, all scruffy, which is this. I'm sorry, not that one. Here. This one day I went to school, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. That's where he stopped the story before he interrupted to give more context. All right. Oh, we finished this. Practice conversation, we can't. What do you see here in the picture?
A scruffy boy.
A scruffy boy, yes. What about this?
A day picture.
A picture day. Picture day.
Picture day.
This?
A tie.
Okay, a tie. Listen to more of the conversation, more of this guy's conversation. Arnold and Brad. Write the missing expressions. Yes, then practice with a partner and practice again using different expressions. So he's telling his story again. Oh, yeah. So there I was in the front row with my hair sticking up and a hole in my t-shirt, right next to our teacher, Mr. Gray. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Interrupting. So what does he need to say? What are the expressions to interrupt?
Looking back.
Looking back. So this is not the story. He was a funny guy, nice but eccentric. He wore a bow tie and those little glasses, which he was always losing. That's not part of the story. He's describing a little context about Mr. Gray. Yes? And then he continues, he goes back to his story. A hole in my t-shirt right next to the teacher. And back to my story. What do you think he says? Let's listen up and let's check. Go ahead, listen and write the expressions you hear, and then we'll compare answers, okay?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So there I was in the front row, with my hair sticking up and a hole in my shirt, right next to our teacher, Mr. Gray.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, looking back, he was a funny guy. Nice, but eccentric. He wore a bow tie and these little glasses, which he was always losing. But anyway, when we got the photos the following week, my mom took one look at them and cried.
She did? She actually cried?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I look back, picture day was the one day a year I looked good. It was a special day to her. So anyway, she took me to a photographer and had my picture taken there.
All right, please compare your answers.
Actually, the first one is looking back. And then I have but anyway, when we got the photos the following week, etc.
Anyway,
Looking back, and then what else?
But anyway.
But anyway,
Mhm. Then I have
when I look back,
I look back. Mhm.
when I look back,
when I look back,
the last one.
anyway,
So anyway,
So anyway. All right, let's listen up. Let's check again, okay?
Oh, yeah. So there I was in the front row, with my hair sticking up and a hole in my shirt, right next to our teacher, Mr. Gray.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, looking back, he was a funny guy. Nice, but eccentric. He wore a bow tie and these little glasses, which he was always losing. But anyway, when we got the photos the following week, my mom took one look at them and cried.
She did? She actually cried?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I look back, picture day was the one day a year I looked good. It was a special day to her. So anyway, she took me to a photographer and had my picture taken there.
so anyway,
Yeah, so what is the correct answer?
so anyway,
So anyway, right? So anyway, perfect. Thank you very much. Go ahead and write the answers on your book. Yes, finished. Wow, what a nice picture. Do you like this picture?
yes.
not,
It's
not,
nice.
not,
Not so much?
not the fathers who jump very high.
Not this?
Not this, but yes, yes, yes.
But it's nice, huh? Ah, what is this?
The nice guys in the high school.
This?
Hmm.
Do you have a similar story? You can tell us a story. And when you have details about the background and context, interrupt with these expressions. Let me make this right there. When you're ready to continue with that story, then you use these expressions. Who wants to try? I think not today, huh? Everybody's a little shy these days.
No, we're just thinking about a nice story.
Okay, all right, yes, I understand. Alberto is thinking too, right?
I don't know.
No, nothing comes to mind. It's all right. We will have a chance to do this again at the end of the session, or actually at the last activity of the session, okay? So we're going to have an strategy plus. Okay, one more strategy. No wonder. What do you think this means?
Like you do not question the thing or the idea.
Not to question.
Like you accept as if it were like a fact. Like, oh yeah, no wonder about something. I
Okay,
don't know.
let's check it out. Let's check it out. You can use no wonder as a response to a comment or on an experience that is not surprising. You can also use it's no wonder that to introduce a comment. For example, it's no wonder I hated it. Another example, I hated it. It's a comment and it's a response. No wonder. Now, what is another similar expression to no wonder? There are many. It depends on your intention. For example, you can say, I see why, or I understand. Oh my gosh. I understand. Or a more direct, right, or obviously. Yes, whatever the context is, whatever the intention is. Yes, for example, right here, I hated it. What do you think the guy means with no wonder? What does no wonder mean?
I see why.
I see why, or I
I
understand,
understand.
right? That's what it means. Another example, I felt uncomfortable. It's no wonder you hated it. What do you think it means?
Obviously,
Obviously, right? Something like that. Although obviously it's a little less strong, but it's what it means, right?
Yeah.
It's what it's trying to say, obviously. Yeah, I felt uncomfortable. Well, of course. In conversation, people mostly say no wonder in conversation. No wonder. In writing, it's that is more common. Yes? Match the sentences and the responses, write the letters. But first, let's check it out. What do you see here in this picture?
good friends.
Yeah, what are they doing? They are walking home from school. Yes?
Yeah.
What is this?
Junk food.
Junk food, yes. Hot dogs and fries. What about this?
Vacations. With your family.
Vacations. On this?
My nightmare.
Your nightmare.
Yeah.
Yes, a math class. That's right. So let's look at this. I'm gonna cover this section so we can have some opinions first. And let's begin with the first one. Number one, French classes were my favorite. Did you have a French class when you were in school?
No.
No? Alberto, Adriana?
Excuse
No,
me.
French lessons.
No? What about mathematics?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
What was that your favorite subject?
No.
Was that your favorite class?
No.
No. So
No.
which classes were your favorite?
My favorite class.
Philosophy.
Philosophy, nice.
Biology.
Biology, cool, yes. Malu?
Yeah, philosophy.
You said
Biology.
philosophy.
Yeah.
I thought it was Adriana. Adriana, what about you? Mathematics?
History.
History. Nice, nice. Number two, I walk 2 miles to school every day. Did you guys walk to school?
Yes.
2
No.
miles? No,
Not
all
too
right,
much.
so no, 2 miles? No, that's how many kilometers are in 2 miles?
1.6.
In 2 miles?
No, in 2 miles, 3.2.
3.2, yes,
More or
that's
less.
a lot.
More or less.
More, it's a little more.
A little more, yes.
Yes, lunch was always hot dogs and fries. Oh, that's not nice. What was always lunch for you guys?
A sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yeah, lunch
Torta
was
with
always
egg.
Sandwich, an
torta.
apple,
I know, I
a
know.
banana, yogurt.
Here says I couldn't wait for the summer. Is that true for you?
All the time.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
of vacations.
Yes, vacations. What about 5? I always fell behind in math. I hated it.
No, not in my
No?
case.
Good, thank you. I think Malu wrote this one, right, Malu?
Yeah. I was behind.
What
I'm
about you,
hiding.
Adriana? Okay. Adriana, what about you?
No, I was actually good at math, but I didn't like it.
All right, they didn't like it. So using the expressions we just saw, no wonder. No wonder what? For example, French classes were my favorite. It's no wonder what? No wonder what?
A. 5.
That's when you, yeah, go ahead.
5 with A.
5 with A. Well, we need a little more information, or not information, but we need to imagine a result. Yes, for example, here. Number 1, French classes were my favorite. So what do you think is a result that you can say, well, obviously, I see why, I understand why, what? French classes
You
were
are
my favorite.
good.
You're good, yes, there you go, yes. So now I'm gonna take this out, I'm gonna erase everything, and let's check it out. Number 1, French classes were my favorite. It's no wonder what? Letter A, B, C, D, or E?
E.
E. It's no wonder you're so fluent, correct? All right, continue working with all of them, please. And in about 1 minute, we can compare answers. Bless you, Malu. Are you guys finished? Please compare your answers.
Number 2, I have C.
Yeah, me too.
3, A.
Yes.
4, B.
Yep.
And D.
Yes. I agree with all of them.
What about you, Alberto? Do you agree?
I walk 2 miles. Yes.
Very nice. Really good. Now, what you're going to do is in your notebook, you're going to make these sentences true for you. So what you have to do is change this information. What was your favorite type of class? What did you do to go to school? Did you walk? Did you take a bike? I mean, ride a bike? Did you take a bus? How did you go to school? Lunch was always, what was lunch always for you? You couldn't wait for what? For the weekend, for the summer, for the movie. I've always felt behind in what? Which subject did you hate? So please, in a notebook, complete the sentences that are true for you. All right, mister, I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Have a good evening, mister.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
Bye. Tell me when you're finished, please, ladies. Finished, ladies? Yeah?
No, teacher.
Not yet? Okay. Tell me when you're finished, please. Ready, Adriana?
Almost.
Okay, okay.
Done.
Beautiful. I think Malu is not finished yet. Finished? Perfect. So, ladies, what you have to do is share. Share your sentences. And for example, I can tell you, yes, an example, an easy example. Okay, number one, English classes were my favorite. What do you have to do? No wonder.
Add an expression.
Yeah, no wonder what?
No wonder you're a teacher now. An English
No wonder
teacher
you're
now.
an English teacher, yes. No wonder you're a teacher, yes. No wonder, or it's no wonder, whatever you want. No wonder. Yeah, I'm gonna make this bigger. There you go. Okay, please, who wants to start?
Malu wants to start.
All right, Malu, thank you. Please begin.
Well, philosophy classes were my favorite topic.
It's it's no wonder that you like to discuss many topics.
Nice. Good. Now, Adriana, number one, please.
History classes were my favorite.
No wonder you can remember everything.
Awesome. Good job. Good job. Let's continue, please. Number two.
Well, I walk 1 block to my elementary school every day.
Nice. That's a tricky one, huh?
Yes.
We can make it up. We can invent a story. No wonder you never missed a class.
Okay. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
No, actually, no wonder you arrived late to your classes. This happens with people that
That live so close. I know.
yes.
Did that happen to you, Malu?
Only one day.
Only
All right,
one.
only one day. Perfect. Thank you. Adriana, number two, please.
I didn't used to walk to go to school.
Okay. It's no wonder you come early in all the places that you are.
Actually, we're talking about the past, to school in the past. So it's no
Um,
wonder you were never late.
It's no wonder that you never.
You were never. You were never, because
You
late
were
is an
never.
adjective. Yeah, late is an adjective. So you were never late.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, number
My lunch was a torta with mayonnaise and egg.
No wonder you used to love them.
Okay.
no wonder you love them. Yeah.
Well, lunch was always a sandwich for me.
No wonder that was a good combination.
Okay.
The last one.
Well, I couldn't wait for summer. I repeat it.
It's no wonder you enjoy it a lot.
Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it.
I have the same. I couldn't wait for the summer.
Okay. It's no wonder you love it.
Yes, there you go.
The last one, I always cry or had problems in mathematics class. I hate it.
No wonder you were good at other subjects.
That was good. That was good. Thank
And
you. You're finished or not finished?
I'm missing the last one. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I always fell behind in English.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes.
It's no wonder that was big deal for you now. Oh, that was a big no.
It is.
A
It
shift.
is. It is.
It is.
It is a big deal now.
It is a big shift now. A shift could be a shift.
Achievement.
Achievement.
Now. There, I think it's good. I like it. Adriana?
Yes. Yes,
Very
actually.
Nice. Very nice. So next, I'm sorry, is strategies, childhood stories. Complete each anecdote with expressions in the box and then take turns telling the stories. So please complete this in your book and then we can compare answers. How are you doing? Are you finished?
Just the first one.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yes.
Please compare your answers.
And the so is anyway.
Yes.
Next, I put it away. You know, when I look back,
Yes.
the other one is it's no wonder.
I have, but anyway.
Okay, and the other one is it's no wonder.
It's no wonder. Yeah, that's what I have. And number 2, I have first looking back.
Mhm.
Then when I think about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to my story. No wonder.
Like that. Yes.
All right, so let's check it out. Let's write them, please, on the screen. Number 1, one day my teacher asked me for help. We've been painting pictures of flowers. We painted a lot in class. So,
Anyway.
Wow. Yeah, continue.
When I look back. I'm sorry.
When I look back?
Mhm.
When I look back? Yes, continue.
But anyway.
But anyway, yes, continue.
It's no wonder.
It's like the sun, right? It's no wonder.
Yes. Next, number 2.
Looking back. When I think about it.
Yes.
But anyway, back to my story.
But anyway. Yes.
And the last one, no wonder.
No wonder. Very good, ladies. I think you got it. You're good. Do you have any questions?
No,
No?
sure.
Beautiful. I think we have one more activity before we go. Yes, we have only a couple of minutes. Use a chart like this one to prepare a story about your childhood. Now you have to prepare it. Yeah, prepare a story. Prepare a story about your childhood. Example, a fun or a scary time, or a time you got into trouble. Then take turns telling your stories. So what you can do is like this, the story. You say, number one, I heard some noises in the yard. Comment, I was a nervous kid, always scared at night. And you continue with all of them, okay? Let me see. Then you have number two. Number two. For example, I got out of my bed and checked out the window. Comment, a comment. What can you say about the comment? Our windows were really big. Yes, and then you continue. Number three. It was really dark. Comment. What can you think about a comment? Our yard didn't have a light. Yes? Correct? So this is the example. So when you tell the story and you interrupt, what do you say to interrupt?
Looking back.
Looking back. Yes. So that's how you see the story. When I think about it, oh my goodness, what did I do? Etc. Yes. So you say the story. I heard some noises in the yard. Looking back, I was a nervous kid, always scared at night. What do you do to continue to the story?
Anyway.
Anyway, I got out of my bed and checked out the window. When I think about it, our windows were really big. And then continue. Back to my story. It was really dark. Yes? And that's how you build the story. So go ahead and do that, please, for tomorrow. Yes, so you can share your story tomorrow. Yeah, would that be okay?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Do you have any questions, ladies?
No.
Oh, excellent. How was the class?
Good, teacher.
Good.
Great. Thank you very much, ladies. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
See you.
Bye.
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 Good night.
Bye.